And to build on what you're saying about Vainglory before we go into other people's answers, I want to get your perspective on this because Vainglory was in a weird spot for me, right? Like, we've talked about this before. I know you play, Alex, quite a bit. But, like, Vainglory was pushed by Apple at 38,000 conferences at first. It was like, here's our new iPhone, and here's Vainglory running on it. It's like, immediately, it was when they announced a new product, here was Vainglory. They pushed it many times. They featured it multiple weeks, and it never caught on, never caught on, never caught on. Now it seems to be doing pretty well. Why? Is it because Vainglory has gotten better? Is it a sign of the times and people are just more accepting of mobile devices versus 18 months ago? What do you think it is that's actually leading to Vainglory's success?
I think it's discoverability. I think a lot of people sort of wrote off a MOBA, specifically on mobile, sort of like the touch challenges that come with playing on mobile game and thinking about how micro-intensive a MOBA game is, trying to apply that to that particular medium. I would just write it off personally. I would say, like, this isn't going to work. I'm not going to have the control that I want. But I think people are giving it a chance and realizing that this thing actually has a lot of potential, and that actually it's reactive in the way that you want it to be. So I think discoverability, and then just similar to how like League of Legends was with Riot Games, when the game first came out, it was actually, I mean, it was pretty decent, but actually had a long way to go in development in terms of like mechanics and lore and creativity, all these different things, art style.
Yeah.
And I think you're seeing sort of a similar trend with a lot of these games that are coming out that have sort of like a service type model where ongoing innovation throughout. It's not just like a box you buy and then you're done with it.
Yeah.
So I think it'll continue to evolve and more people will be willing to give it a shot. And how convenient is it just to be like sitting on your couch and be able to pull up your phone and start playing a game, right?
And I think that's the big thing right there. I think a lot of people probably resisted playing on the mobile platform, but they realized, hey, I'll spend $300, $400 on this new phone and have nothing to show for it. There's all these free games on it. Why am I just not doing it? Because I'm a jerk?
Yeah.
Because I'm too good for this? What's wrong with me?
It's also because like developers had to learn how to use that control surface as well, I mean, they had to figure out how to create games that were unique to that touch surface and not just port over badly mapped controllers on the screen.
Which was the problem for a really long time, right? And I think that what's happening now is people are kind of like, well, I want to play a meaningful game, but time has actually become more scant as it's just in general for many people, right? They just don't have time. You always hear people say, "Oh, I don't have time to do this," or "No time in the day, not enough time in the day," so on and so
They're
forth.
lazy.
Yeah, lazy that too. But people kind of want like a meaningful experience, and I would go as far as to say, like, out of all the games that I've played on a mobile device, Vainglory is the one that actually feels like a video game. It doesn't feel like I'm playing an app. It feels like I'm playing a video game. It feels like I'm playing a game that has community behind it. It's all this stuff, and I play a lot of Vainglory, so that's why, like, maybe I feel
you're not
like
biased.
that.
Yeah.
Not biased at all,
clearly.
But honestly, though, even from the
his
first
pockets
time,
for the Vainglory
even
cards.
I know, right? Checks in the mail. No, but like even for the first time I played it, I felt like it was a video game, right? Not
totally.
an app,
and
that's
speaks,
important to me.
And that speaks to sort of mobile in general going into 2016 is like you mentioned, like developers are learning how to utilize the platform in a way that's like engaging. And so sky's the limit at this point, right? And I think with the prevalence also like Hearthstone, which is I think probably killing it based on the amount of people I know that play this game.
Oh, absolutely.
I imagine mobile is just going to be taken 2016 by storm.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable prediction.